and Rowan now from Finding South Africa is going to take us through the Hexrive tunnels today. Rowan, what is the basic route that we're going to drive today?
So basically we're going to be hitting the N1 all the way to the Dorings in Pangele, where we'll be taking a right up into Impangele Lodge, and then from there we'll be dropping down into the route to the tunnel. This will
Perfect.
403.
There we go.
Stone Tribe.
Gerard from Stone Tribe. Gerard, that's a YouTube channel as well? Or?
Yes.
Perfect, guys. Just have a check it out. You'll see various guys getting together today for this. Gerard is one of the guys driving. As we said, Finding South Africa is going to be leading us through the group.
Okay, hello everyone. So we're going to shoot from here out through the tunnels, and then we'll stop in Worcester on the left hand side there by that engine. If you guys want to fuel up, maybe get a snack or two, money and all of that. And then we'll push through to Impangele. We'll be doing about 100, 110, so engine keep up. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
How beautiful is Cape Town? This is the N1 after the tunnel as we head out through to the Hexrive, one of my favorite stretches of the N1. It is so picturesque, and there you can see we're busy driving past all of the vehicles in convoy, with Rowan from Finding South Africa again leading the group in the Hilux bakkie.
All right, we've got Graham in the car, we've got Richard in his Fortuner, the RTA Fortuner, we've got Ed in the Suzuki, we've got Gerard from Stone Tribe, we've got Andrew or Squirrel in the other rough terrain Prado, and then we are just missing one vehicle. Somewhere here is Rowan from Finding Africa. We'll work out now where he's parked. Finding South Africa has been found. Here he is sitting at the watering point, making sure that he is ready to take us through the next section. At least we're not missing the leader. There we go, sir. And this is, who is helping? Simpiwe. There we go. This is Simpiwe helping Rowan out. Magic. We'll catch you on the road now.
Yeah, time to depart and get to Impangele to do this trip. You will notice my voice in all of the footage on the day was very, very crackly. I was ill and I struggled a bit with that, but it wasn't going to keep me from getting to see these tunnels. This is something I've been looking forward to for a while, since the first bit of footage from Peter Pay that I had seen. And it is stunning. We're now basically entered onto the Impangele area. So we're coming up, we've got to climb that mountain in the distance on the left hand side a bit. But the views are spectacular. I love the vineyards. I spent a lot of time there over the January, February, part of March season before the grape exports. Beautiful, beautiful country, beautiful area to be in. I don't know how to describe it other than it's stunning. Here we arrive at the top at the Pangele Lodge. There's various cabins, if I can call them that you can rent at a very reasonable price, and you will have amazing views. They even have a little swimming pool on the top on the left hand side here that you can cool off in on a hot day.
We are on the Impangele reserve area right now, and we are driving down to the lookout, and I must tell you, it is absolutely beautiful out here. It's typical Western Cape, Hexrive, Fane Force, you know, no major trees around, 1 or 2 thorn trees, and just that very, very diverse flora. So it really is stunning. We're driving down a little bit of a tweespoor. We had a bit of a drop. It's a steep decline to get onto this, but I wouldn't regard it as anything, sorry about that, as anything major. But yeah, definitely pleasant, and we'll show you some views from the lookout in a couple of minutes.
There's something about the ability of these stonemasons of the past to chisel out these perfect squares and rectangles out of rock surfaces. You see them all over the city of Cape Town in the old buildings. It's a trade, it's a skill that's probably, in the greater scheme of things, that's been lost, but it's something that personally I find really appealing when I look at many of these old buildings. This is the last little hill climb that we take before we get through to the lookout point, with the railway line just above us to the right hand side. And this is the lookout point where we'll stop for a couple minutes just to have a look around.
You can actually have a look over here as well.
There we go.
So all along this route there's that.
We're trying, I don't know how much you can see in the camera now. I'm hoping that scar shows you where they've drilled down and naturally to be able to make this cutting in order to create this cutting for the train. Now this bend, you can see how sharp it is already. Can you imagine being in a coach coming around this bend at speed? And there we go, that is Stone Tribe in Oryx. Going to carry some passengers all the way down the railway line. And you can still see the Eysterhout railway sleepers. Nowadays they use the concrete built ones. And here comes the train. And it's tooting like a train should. There we go. There you can see the sluice gates of the dam, and this is the rough overflow area designed to break and slow the water down if they need to empty the dam a little bit. Alright, we are literally just around the corner from the tunnels now. Really looking forward to it. I'm going to open up the light bar so we can put some lights on Nana. Yeah, nobody in the convoy except for Rowan and obviously myself know that we are that close to the tunnels, so it's going to be a nice surprise for them. We'll get some footage. We're going to go through quickly, picnic maybe 10 minutes drive further than that, and then we will come back through the tunnels all on our way home. But yeah, this is where it gets exciting. So here they're telling us, my translation from Afrikaans to English is not going to be great, but essentially what they're saying to us here is that the dust, creating dust, is a big issue for the bats. So they've asked all the vehicles to drive slowly. Absolutely beautiful. There is no cement, no brick, no nothing. This is literally just a hole carved right the way through a mountain. I'll check on the other side. There's probably brick support at the entrances to secure that ground from collapsing, but here we are, literally just inside the earth, inside Mother Nature. See how the walls are drier as they go up, but the moisture is soaked in on the lower levels where it's a bit darker.
Brick support up at the top there.
Oh yes, here we come towards the end of the tunnel, and it looks like they have now here built a brick surface, a brick roof. Probably, I'm assuming they discovered that there was softer soil, softer ground or earth up there. If you look carefully on the sides, you can see how they've bricked up some of the edges just to get it level, to create a level in order to start with the roof. And then there in the distance you will see not just the light at the end of the tunnel, but you'll see the brickwork to ensure where there is less parent material above the tunnel to secure its strength and give it structural integrity. Altitude 2,654 meters above sea level. Miles to Cape Town. I can't see. Looks like 139 from here. suppose with all of these awnings and the way the vehicles are lined out, you'll probably call this the modern kraal. But at the end of the day, gives us the ability to be able to all have a conversation in our own little environments, all having lunch together. Some in the sun and some in the shade. Let's go in and have a look at who's made what. So if this was a competition, Alreen and Rowan would lose and they can try again doing this exact same thing on our next trip. Thank you. There we go, breakfast of champions.
6 snytjies brood.
There we go, 6 slices of bread. Cheers, boys. You guys enjoying the trip?
Loving it. Loving it. Lekker.
Awesome. Right. And there we have Sonic the Zook busy getting their snacks and everything ready. And there we got some of the rough terrainers creating their buns and putting their spread out.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Just ponder for a bit. In the 1870s, when this tunnel was made, think of the equipment that would have been used to have dug this tunnel. It was a mammoth task to be able to carve this out of the mountain. Think about how they managed to get all of the stone masonry work carved, cut up, and brought up to the portals to either end of each tunnel. As we saw earlier on, there's brickwork. That brick needed to be brought there as well. And lastly, where did this massive material go? If I look at the surrounding areas, I don't see the equivalent of what I would regard as a mine dump. I can only assume it was carted out. Maybe that rock was used for other buildings of its time. What a way to have spent my birthday. Thank you to everybody who came out and enjoyed my birthday with me, being in the Hexrive, very beautiful area, love the mountains, and then the highlight of being able to drive through these old tunnels. And a special thank you goes out to Ryan for spending my birthday with me. I know it was your last couple of days in the country before you head back through to New Zealand, my boy, much appreciated. It's that time again when we prep the vehicles to drive back into Cape Town. So we're airing up our tyres, buying whatever refreshments we need at the engine shop, and then we are getting ready to say our goodbyes.